Hello, Aaron Phillips, Regional Manager, 360 Yield Center with you today. Today we're going to talk about some best practices with our 360 Undercover. Our 360 Undercover is going to increase the efficiency of your herbicide, fungicide, or insecticide application. We're installing the 360 Undercover on a Y-drop riser mount. So if the sprayer already has Y-drop on it, you can simply drop this base unit off just by pulling this pin here, and then you can slide the 360 Undercover onto the riser tube. If you do not already have 360 Y-drop, you can simply purchase a spray mount package, riser tubes, and the 360 Undercover. Once we have the 360 Undercover installed, then we need to determine the placement. The placement of the Undercover is going to depend on what crop you're spraying and also the timing of the application. Like I said before, this Y-drop unit can drop off, and then you can slide the Undercover up and down the riser tube and place it where you want. There's just two bolts here that you can loosen up, slide it where you need it, and tighten it back up. If we're going out in early corn, that V5 to V6 time frame, we're going to want to place the Undercover unit right below the canopy. If we're going out in late season corn, then we're going to want to run the Undercover unit about 4 to 6 inches above the ear leaf. If we go out in soybeans, canola, wheat, other crops like that, you're going to want to run this unit in the top 12 inches of the plant. So what we're doing is we're getting this unit underneath the canopy. That allows us to paint the side of the plants and also allows us to get the underside of the leaves, the lower part of the stems, the lower part of the plant, where a lot of the disease and insects live. When we're going out in the crops, we also have different configurations that we can use for nozzles. If we're going out in corn, typically we're going to use the side nozzles and then also this top nozzle here. We'll put a cap on this bottom nozzle. If we go out in soybeans, we're going to want to use the side nozzles, but then we're probably going to use this bottom nozzle and then cap the top nozzle. As far as tips that we're using, a lot of times we're going to use turbo T-jets to make sure we're getting good coverage, but in soybeans and other crops like that, we might use a hollow cone to make sure that we get mist and get good coverage. The biggest thing with Undercover is to make sure that we're getting very good coverage. So that means very fine to fine to maybe medium droplet size, again, to make sure we're getting coverage on the whole plant. When you're using 360 Undercover, we're getting excellent coverage on the bottom side of the leaves, the bottom part of the plants. Typically, you're not going to be using every nozzle body that's on the sprayer. We have a hose here with our Undercover that goes up and it installs right onto a nozzle body. If you have any extra nozzle bodies up there, instead of capping them, a good idea is to put a spray tip on that nozzle body as well. So not only are we getting excellent coverage underneath the plant, but we're also getting some spray coming from the top down. So we're getting full coverage with Undercover underneath and on the sides of the plants, and another nozzle coming from the top. So with 360 Undercover, we're increasing the efficiency of your fungicide, insecticide, or herbicide application.